The superstars of Monster Jam head to Phoenix, Arizona, a sold-out house in Chase Field, ready to watch racing and freestyle at its best. An incredible lineup, ready to do battle, and you're going to see all the exciting action. Yes, indeed, it's time for Monster Jam. Who's ready for Monster Jam?
Hold on, baby. Here goes the camper. Yeah!
Time for Monster Jam action from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. We are glad you're along for all the excitement. I'm Scott Douglas. The fans are absolutely packed into this place. Every seat is sold. They're seeing a great racing bracket. 4 of the biggest names and best racers in the game today have made it to the semifinals. Gravedigger, Blue Thunder, Bounty Hunter, and Iron Outlaw. In the semifinal round, Blue Thunder upsets Gravedigger, and the powerful Bounty Hunter beats his teammate, Iron Outlaw. So in the championship race, the finals are ready. It is Jim Cretin and the Bounty Hunter, a truck that makes at least 1,750 horsepower. Some people think more, one of the most powerful trucks in the sport. And his opponent, a 2008 Ford Super Duty, sponsored corporately by Ford Motor Company. It is the green light turns on and the championship race is underway. Bounty Hunter right side of your screen, Blue Thunder to the left. They turn away from each other, will run a long straightaway, then turn in toward each other and fly over the cars across the finish line. Slight edge to the Bounty Hunter as they hit the final turn, and he will hammer it down and get the victory by less than a half truck length. Jim Cretin wins in the Bounty Hunter.
Phoenix, Arizona, tonight's winner. And Safe Auto, Monster Jam Racing, Jimmy Cretin and Bounty Hunter.
I wish you guys could be down here with me because this feels so good to win this here in Phoenix. My crew's doing an awesome job. You guys are awesome. You guys support our team through and through. We thank you, and we ain't done yet. We're gonna tear this place apart. Freestyle's next.
Well, you got a shot not only at 1 more trophy, but 2 more. You've got 1 in your hand. If you can knock off Freestyle, not only are you taking away the Freestyle trophy, but you're also taking down the Double Down trophy tonight. So, man, throw down some Gatorade or whatever it is, but get ready for Freestyle, bud.
I just want to promise the fans of Phoenix, I'm going to go for that Double Down. I guarantee it.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. In the Safe Auto Racing, let's hear it for Jimmy Cretin and Bounty Hunter.
So Jimmy Cretin grabs the racing victory. Now we go to freestyle. Later he'll try to win the Double Down trophy for winning both racing and freestyle. But up first, one of the most unusual trucks ever created in Monster Jam. Mike Wine driving backwards Bob. Again, this is a truck where they just mounted the body 180 degrees in the wrong direction. Mike is sitting in the truck facing out the back window. So he is driving it. It just looks like he's in reverse. He is in forward gear in backwards Bob. He had a very unique concept that Mike Wine, who's been around Monster Jam for years and years, has always been considered one of the real crazy personalities in the sport, and he just seems to fit perfectly as the driver of a truck that is so unique. Backwards Bob. And the first time the fans here in Phoenix have got a chance to see this unique truck, and they're loving it. Now in freestyle, every truck tries to fill the 90-second clock, and as you can see, backwards Bob still has 35 seconds to go to fill that time limit. If he does get it down to zeros in the 90-second regulation time, he can go 30 more seconds. That's bonus time. 3 judges score the first 90 seconds on a basis of 1 to 10, so you can get up to 30 points for that first 90 seconds, and then the bonus judge can give up to an additional 5 points. And right now, backwards Bob's having a really strong run. A great way to start this freestyle competition is Mike Wine getting some nice leaps, excellent moves, great momentum in his run, nice flow to it, and he will fill the clock. So doing everything the judges are looking for. And now Mike Wine will go into bonus time as backwards Bob continues his run. The score's already being turned in for the regulation time, and now Mike Wine getting the opportunity to add more points to his score, determined by the bonus judge. and he is very close to filling the 30 seconds bonus time as well. So a great start to this freestyle competition as Mike Wine comes out and puts down an impressive performance behind the wheel of Backwards Bob. And one more big hit that the judges will be able to score, at least the bonus judge will take a look at it. Now that all the time has been filled, Mike Wine continuing on. This is kind of just bonus for the fans. All the scores are in, but Backwards Bob continuing to thrill the fans here in Phoenix, Arizona, as Monster Jam Freestyle is underway. So a great start to the competition, some big air, and again, a nicely done run for Mike Wine and Backwards Bob. The judges will give him a 23 for regulation, 3 for bonus, so that's the score to beat. It's a 26. Phoenix, Arizona, and Chase Stadium as we are underway with freestyle. And here's one of the rising stars at Monster Jam and a real wild man, Charles Benz, on the track driving his truck that he calls Pit Bull. New to the sport, just really around for the last year or so, but he has jumped in big time. And here's an opportunity for Charles to see how he can do on a big stadium course here in Phoenix, Arizona. So the Pit Bull is on the track now. He's really going to have to pick it up and come up with some big air if he wants to grab the lead away after we saw that impressive start from Backwards Bob. The score to beat is a 26, which is an outstanding number right off the bat. It means all the other competitors better be ready to step up big. And again, for Charles Benz, as much as anything, a learning experience, one of his first opportunities to compete on a big stadium course with these huge obstacles and the big floor that you have to plan very, very carefully to make sure you are able to do the best you can, but that's not looking good. A lot of smoke coming out from underneath of that truck, and that does not spell well for Benz being able to stay out there a whole lot longer. And as you can see, not able to really accomplish a whole lot. So clearly the truck is hurt. Ben's trying to do what he can and give the fans a run in the Pit Bull, but that'll knock it down right there, and his scores will end up with a 17 for Charles Benz and the Pit Bull. Of course, no bonus points because he did not take it into bonus time. Joe Miller starts with a nice slap wheelie as the Iron Outlaw Ford Expedition is next up to freestyle in Phoenix. This is the teammate truck to the Bounty Hunter that we saw win racing earlier and who we will see freestyle in just a little bit as well. But Iron Outlaw, a beautiful machine, and Joe Miller in his first year driving the Iron Outlaw has been maybe the most impressive rookie in Monster Jam throughout this season. Iron Outlaw knows what he has to do, and that's get some big air and hit some big moves like that wheelie he opened up with if he wants to get the lead away from Mike Wine and Backwards Bob, who started very, very strong in this competition. Looking for some donuts here. It's the Iron Outlaw. Oh, wow, best set of Cyclone donuts we've seen so far in this competition, and that should at least be worth a point to the judges. Nicely done by Joe Miller and Iron Outlaw. Down inside the final 30 seconds of regulation time for the driver based in Tonganoxie, Kansas, right in the center of the USA, and right now, Iron Outlaw putting down a pretty strong run. What he hasn't done is match the big air that we saw from Backwards Bob. He really did a great job on the donuts, a strong slap wheelie, but that may not be enough depending on what he can come up with in bonus time to grab the lead away from our current leader, Mike Wine and Backwards Bob, although now he's really cranking. He has picked it up, and what the judges, I think, are going to like is the fact that Joe Miller has done things no one else has done. The big round of donuts, again, Cyclone style, the slap wheelies. He did hit everything on the track, and now he is in bonus time and doing a super job here as well by cross-threading. Again, showing the fans and the judges things that nobody else has done so far, and that is very impressive. Not only to the fans, but to the judges who ultimately determine the winner of this competition. Boy, action-packed run and a nice job by a new driver in the sport, Joe Miller. Strong, and look at the scores, they're huge. It's a 28, and he will also get 2 bonus points. That's gonna be a tough score to beat. It's a 30 for the Iron Outlaw. Well, first to try and beat it will be Aaron Basil, driving the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Driver who originally from Shaw, Oregon, now lives in Texas, so not that far of a drive for him to haul the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle all the way over to Arizona and come out for freestyle competition. one of the most popular body styles among especially the kids who attend Monster Jam and the pit parties before the show. And anytime you're coming to a Monster Jam event live, you want to get out early and really get up close and personal with the trucks, get the autographs of the drivers at the pit party. And if the turtle is in the field when you're going to see the event live, just take a look at the line and see all the youngsters who want to get up and meet Aaron Basil, get a picture made next to this very unique and popular Monster Jam truck, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. 35 seconds, as you can see, left in regulation time, as Aaron Basil's got some work to do because of that impressive run we just saw from Joe Miller in the Iron Outlaw that has taken the lead. Again, nicely done, really hammering the throttle there for Aaron Basil as he looks to fill the clock. If he can fill the regulation, then he can go into bonus. And boy, the way the scores are, the judges handed out some pretty high scores early on. And this may be one of those competitions where you have to get 4 or 5 bonus points, or at least 3 of them, to be able to grab the victory. Now Aaron Basil can go after those bonus points because he has filled regulation. His regulation scores are already being turned in. Now it's bonus time for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Again, a real nice flow, not a lot of huge air. Let's see what he can do with donuts. And see, that may actually hurt him a little bit because of the impressive Cyclone donuts that Iron Outlaw did. If you make a move that somebody else has already made, well, the judges are going to compare. You have to be able to do it better than the drivers who have gone before you, and he didn't there, so the scores will come in. It's a 23 for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. We are at Chase Field, where the scores have been high and the action even higher. Rod Wood comes out in McGruff, and if he knows one thing, he has got to come out with some big-time momentum and some big-time air if he is going to be able to try and get up near the top of this leaderboard, impressively led right now by Joe Miller and Iron Outlaw with a score of 30. And again, the most possible points anybody could get if you were going to get a perfect score in regulation and in bonus would be 35. So there's not a whole lot of points left to work with. And McGruff, though, trying to get his share of them with a very strong wheelie right there over that van stack. Again, Wood doing a nice job in terms of the wheelies and the positioning. Now what the judges, I'm sure, want to see is some momentum and picking up some steam, as he's kind of gotten bogged down just a little bit. McGruff, though, picking up some steam right now. And here's an opportunity to try and add some moves that will impress the judges and, of course, impress the fans, because that's what Freestyle's all about in Monster Jam competition. They'll take it down near that 20-second mark, looking for a couple more big moves that will score him some points in the regulation judges' scorecards, and then he can go into bonus time. But again, for McGruff, one of the problems with a floor this big is sometimes you get wandering around a little bit, and he did just for a moment. Now he gets it back with a nice move and combos it up, as McGruff will fill the regulation time with a combination move. So now he can go into bonus and try to add to what the regulation judges have determined his score to be. Rod Wood in bonus time, driving McGruff. And he does just a little bit more to fill the bonus time. Really another strong move or so will be all it takes to fill the bonus clock and give him the opportunity to get pretty much all the judges are going to give him. Well, he goes over at this point, and that'll put the run to an end during the bonus period. The scores from the judges just a 13. He'll get 1 bonus point. So here we go. Jimmy Cretin will continue the competition. Former world freestyle champion. He won that title in 2005. Now here's what's on the line for Jimmy Cretin and the Bounty Hunter. There is a huge trophy. Other than the World Championship, it's the most coveted trophy in Monster Jam. It's called the Double Down Trophy. There is only one way you can win it, and that is to win racing and freestyle on the same day in the same venue. The only guy who has a shot at it is Jimmy Cretin, because he won the racing portion of this competition earlier in this show, driving Bounty Hunter to that racing win. If he can win freestyle, he will double down. And again, the whole concept of double down created by that great ticket package that fans are able to buy for the Monster Jam NGK Spark Plug World Finals in Las Vegas. When you buy the double down package, it gives you a whole extra day, extra pit party, barbecues, chance to see qualifying. It really is the ultimate package for Monster Jam fans. That's why it's called the Double Down, and that's why the trophy is called the Double Down, in honor of that great time in Las Vegas. And Jimmy Cretin is going for it, that's for sure. Again, known more for his racing as one of the fastest, most powerful trucks he fields, the Bounty Hunter, on the circuit. However, he is outstanding freestyler, especially in terms of the technical things the judges are looking for. Cretin knows what the judges are looking for. He gives them all of it. Wheelies and donuts and great air and great momentum, speed, air. You get it all on a Bounty Hunter freestyle, and that's exactly why he won the World Freestyle Championship back in 2005. And here, look at these cross-thread moves, better than anybody has done throughout this competition. That's the kind of thing that will impress the judges, and that happened right at the end of the 90-second regulation. So those judges will consider that move. Now they turn their scores in, and Jimmy Cretin is into bonus time with an outstanding run. Just remember, Iron Outlaw is a big number on the board. His score of 30. Cretin, though, may give him a run for the money. What an outstanding performance. Indeed, it's a 29, and look at this. The bonus judge awards him 4 more points, so it's a total of 33 for Jimmy Cretin. Very close to perfect scores, and that is going to be tough for anybody to beat. So Bounty Hunter is in line to win the coveted Double Down trophy here in Phoenix. Joe Sylvester next to go after him, bringing out Bad Habit. And Joe has to be saying, wow, what do I have to do after watching that incredible run that we just saw turned in by Jim Cretin and the Bounty Hunter. Oh, my! He absolutely busts off the front tire, and nowhere for the truck to go at that point except with the nose into the ground and over onto its roof. Oh, a spectacular finish, but way too early for Bad Habit as that tire settles harmlessly to the ground. But Joe's run is over, and strange scores there. We are in Phoenix, Arizona at Chase Stadium, and here we go with Blue Thunder. Tony Farrell, the Built Ford Tough Ride for the team based in the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, with that Ford corporate sponsorship. The scores have been high, the performances have been awesome, but right now, you almost have to be perfect in the judges' eyes because Jimmy Cretin has scored 33 out of a possible 35 points. Obviously, not much room for Blue Thunder or Gravedigger, who's coming up next, to work with. They are going to have to turn in sensational performances, and still might not be enough. Right now, Tony Farrell's off to a great start, and look at that lead. Beautiful positioning once again on the way he shoots that truck up in the sky wheelie for Tony Farrell and the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder, and he's looking for more. Nicely done. Again, lands it flat, which can be tough, but he keeps the momentum going. Again, that truck set up beautifully for the shock system and the suspension to absorb those kind of leaps and let Tony continue to keep the momentum up, which he is doing right now. Taking it down, heading toward the final 20 seconds of his regulation portion of his run. Nice shot right there. As you can see, he got a great leap, sky wheelie style, and then landed it down, moving right into the next move. Lots of momentum, and there's some big air right there from Tony Farrell and Blue Thunder. Bicycles up on 2 wheels, pulls it right back down. Nicely done as well, and he will fill the clock in terms of regulation time. Now, 30 more seconds of bonus available to Tony Farrell and Blue Thunder. And again, this is a separate judge who scores bonus time. So Farrell getting his scores from the regulation time judges already, now trying to impress the bonus judge, who can offer up to an additional 5 points that will be added on to his base score. Blue Thunder fills the clock into bonus time. It's been an exciting run, lots of momentum. No surprise there, as Tony Farrell, a veteran of close to 20 years in Monster Jam competition, knows how to freestyle and turn the fans on and impress the judges, and he has done just that, filling the bonus time, and goes in and kind of knocks his way around pit road as well. But Tony Farrell, outstanding run in Blue Thunder. Look at the scores, it's another 29 from the judge panel, scoring regulation, but the bonus judge will give him only 3. I say only 3. 3's a good score, but it's not enough to catch Jimmy Cretin, who had a 29 plus 4. So Blue Thunder goes into second place. Now Pablo, Huffaker, and Gravedigger knows he has got to really come up with everything he's got if he's going to be able to squeeze the extra points out of the judging panel. Again, Jimmy Cretin has a big number on the board, and it's going to be tough to beat. Pablo Huffaker, maybe the man to get the job done. Let's find out. Gravedigger off to a strong start, as you expect. All the Team Gravedigger drivers known for coming out right off the bat, not wasting any time, hitting something, hitting it big, and getting that momentum going. And constant movement, constant action. That clearly is the MO of a Gravedigger Freestyle. And this too, lots of cross threads because they impress the judges and the fans love them. Although we did see some great cross threads out of Jimmy Cretin as well earlier. So Pablo Huffaker knows he has got to try and one-up him, if you will. Try to do him and do him even better. Still plenty of time on the clock for Gravedigger to come up with a few more big moves that the regulation judges will score. This is one of the toughest competitions to judge because of the great action that we're seeing in the incredible competition. All the Perry and Monster Jam, it's gotten to a day where virtually anybody can win because of the incredible drivers and machines that make up the Monster Jam World Tour. There you see Pablo Huffaker, Gravedigger, finishing the clock out. Regulation time is filled. Those scores are being turned in, and now it is bonus time. And this is where Pablo Huffaker needs to impress. Remember, Jimmy Cretin got 4 bonus points in Bounty Hunter. Pablo may need to be able to convince the bonus judge to give him 5, depending on what the other scores are. Very interesting scoring tonight. And really, the drivers have all earned big numbers with incredible performances here in Phoenix, Arizona. Winding it down, he will fill the bonus time with another big leap, so that bonus score is going to be going in. And if I know Pablo, he's going to just continue on, not worrying about the scores being in. He's going to give the fans everything this truck has got and continue on whether the time is filled or not. That's exactly what he is doing. So Gravedigger putting on an extra show, a little bit of an encore for the fans as all the scores have already been turned in. We'll see them in a moment, and we'll see if it's enough to get Gravedigger the win, or if Bounty Hunter will indeed capture the coveted Double Down trophy. But a great performance, no matter what is said, for Pablo Huffaker and Gravedigger. Certainly a crowd-pleasing run for the fans here at Chase Field in Phoenix, as Huffaker kind of just parks it right there on the side of the mountain and then gets it up top. The scores coming in, and they will be a 29. The bonus judge is going to offer 3 more points. He comes up short, and your winner is Bounty Hunter.
Freestyle winner, Jimmy Cretin and Bounty Hunter. You said you're going to try to do it. Did you ever think you were going to pull it off? Man, trifecta, double down, whatever you want to call it. You won it all tonight, man.
You know, that wasn't me out there driving. That was all these fans out here. Everybody out here is good. Pablo's good. Tony Farrell did an awesome job. We just went out there, went big. And, yeah, I believed that we could do it because I had all these fans fueling the trip Bounty Hunter.
Well, the thing is, not only did you clean sweep the night, you're also going to Vegas. You got the flag, man. This was your night. Your cape was on, the plants aligned, whatever you want to call it. You had a hell of a night.
You know, I want to thank Hughes Transmissions. They're right here in Phoenix. They've been sponsoring us forever. And we love you guys, and we love every one of you. We doubled down, and we're going to Vegas. We got the flag tonight. It couldn't have been any better.
From Kansas, let's hear it for Jimmy Cretin and Bounty Hunter.
That's the Double Down trophy we talked about. Thanks, Scott Rain, for helping us out with the interviews down there on the floor. And there you see the scores. Bounty Hunter by 1 over Blue Thunder. Gravedigger and Iron Outlaw also up there with huge numbers. But that's what you expect with this great competition. Get a look at the highlights at Phoenix, Arizona at Chase Stadium. Thanks for joining us, and make sure you tune in again when it's time for Monster Jam.